You looking to save some money? Don't worry, I got you covered. All you have to do is go over to SCD Key and use the code HG3 when you're buying games to get 3% off, or use the code HG10 when you're buying software to get 10% off. All you got to do is go to SCD Key. You can also give out gift cards, and you can also buy things for the PlayStation, the Xbox, the PC, and Windows. So go over there to SCD Key and check it out, man. It's real easy to navigate. Everything is plain to see. When you go to checkout, all you got to do is enter the code HG3 for 3% off of games, and HG10 for 10% off of software. So get over there now and save yourself some money. Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy Hard8, the truth of YouTube, your favorite commentator's favorite commentator. Yeah. What's up, people? What's happening? You already know the deal. If you missed my last video, link is down below. Go check it out. Facebook group, gamer tags, Instagram, all that good shit is down below. Also, check out the Any Given Sunday podcast. I got a channel dedicated to the Any Given Sunday podcast. That link will be down below, so get familiar. And also, while you're down there, check out the Patreon, man. It's the fuel to keep the Hard8 truck trucking. You dig? So check that out too. Anyway, we're going to talk about a few things. So Yoshida, he's the president of Sony Interactive Entertainment Worldwide Studios. He had a few things to say about the current gaming generation. One of the things he had to say was that the Matrix DVD was the biggest launch title on the PS2. Remember I told y'all during the podcast, one of the main reasons the PS2 actually hit 150 million sold was because of that DVD player. And come to find out, the biggest launch title on the PS2 was a goddamn movie. So now what I'm saying make a little bit more sense. You dig? I told y'all that was a big deal. I remember being upstate and reading that shit in the Time magazine. I'm like, yo, a game system releasing with a DVD player, it can play movies too. That was crazy. I remember being blown away by that. He also went on to say that he is happy with the success of single-player games, citing God of War and Horizon as brilliant, but says he wishes they had more success on the multiplayer side. I think that Sony have had plenty of success. I'm sorry, I'm all fucked up. Plenty of success on the multiplayer side. I thought the Uncharted games had pretty successful multiplayer. Warhawk or whatever like that had some great multiplayer. What you had? Twisted Metal, you had Mag, Killzone, Resistance. I thought they all had pretty good multiplayer. The problem that seems to be with Sony is that they'll have some good multiplayer, and then when they come out with the sequels, they tend to fuck the multiplayer up for some goddamn reason. You dig? But, I don't know. I thought maybe he wants more success. I don't know, but he wishes they had more. Well, yeah, he wished they had more success on the multiplayer side. Because, they got the single-player side locked up. He just wished they had more success on the multiplayer side. He also considers remasters and remakes as great, but says that they don't speak much for how games have progressed. Which is true. They really don't. Of course, because they're old games, but they are great remasters and remakes. I don't have no problem with them, especially if it's a game that I wouldn't mind being remade or remastered. Right now, I would love a Max Payne 3 remaster on the PS4. I would love that right now. I would love a Red Dead Redemption remaster on the PS4. So I have no problems with that. He also went on to say that the PS3 reveal and launch price was a horrific moment. I still don't get the backlash on the PS3 $600 price tag. I guess it depends on what angle are you looking at it from. Me personally, I'm a gamer and I'm a movie buff. So for me, what the PS3 brought to the table was completely justifiable at that $600 price, knowing that at the time a Blu-ray player was at least $800 average. The PS3 did a lot of things out of the box that the Xbox 360 didn't even come close to. Also, in order for the Xbox 360 to do everything that the PS3 did out the box, or even half of what the PS3 did out the box, it would cost well over $600. Now, if you're looking at it from a gaming-only standpoint, then I can understand why you think the $600 price tag was crazy. But looking at it from my standpoint of loving movies and loving games, I feel like it was cool. It was a technical marvel what the PS3 could do and did straight out of the box compared to the 360. For one, it had an HDMI port. The 360 did not. It had a bigger hard drive. The 360 did not. In fact, to get a bigger hard drive on the 360, you had to pay $100. That 20 gig hard drive for the 360 was $100. But you could also get the console that came with it. So we won't count that. It had Wi-Fi out the box. In order to get Wi-Fi on the 360, you had to pay $100 for that adapter. It did HD movie playback out of the box with the Blu-ray. In order to do that on the 360, you had to pay an additional $200 for an HD DVD. It had media card readers, 4 USB ports. It had an internet browser. You understand? It did a lot out of the box that the 360 didn't even do half of out of the box. And if it did, it cost well over $600. So me looking at what the PS3 brought to the table, because it was definitely ahead of its time. We now use our consoles for way more than just gaming. And the PS3 was doing that back in 2006. So what the PS3 brought to the table, I don't think that price tag was too bad, honestly. And think about it in today's terms. We would all pay $600 easy for a console if it was 4K 60. Easy, we would pay that. Most of us. You know what I mean? We all ran out and bought an Xbox One X, which was $500. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was just like a mid-gen refresh or whatever like that. But it was much more powerful than what we already had, and we were willing to pay for that power. You dig? I don't think the 360 price, the PS3 price being $600 was that bad in retrospect. You dig? I mean, that's just me though. Like, if you only use your console for gaming, then I could see why you would have an issue. But for everything that it did straight out the box, you really can't complain. Because if you wanted to do with the PS3, if you wanted to do half of what the PS3 did out of the box with the 360, you paid well over $600. You know what I mean? Wi-Fi was an extra $100. The HD DVD player was an extra $200. That's $300 right there just to get Wi-Fi and HD movie playback. You dig? It's ridiculous. And then if you wanted an Xbox with an HDMI cable, you had to buy a whole nother Xbox once it was released. You feel me? It never had an internet browser. Never had a media card reader, none of that. Plus the PS3 did backwards compatibility with PS2 and PS1. So it brought a lot to the table for that price tag. I don't think it was that bad, in my opinion. I don't really think it was that bad. Even though at the time I wouldn't touch a PS3 with a 10-foot pole. I would not. I did not like the PS3 in the beginning. I thought that console was garbage. You dig? It just didn't have the games that I wanted to play. Had it had the games that I wanted to play, I would have dropped that $600 without blinking. But it didn't have the games that I wanted to play. So I was on that 360. You dig? But anyway, let me know what y'all think down in the comments about this, man. He went on to say a few other things. Y'all can check out the article. I'll probably post it down below. He talked about The Last Guardian, that it used to run at 10 to 15 frames on the PS3. He considered himself lucky for having his first 2 producer credits on Crash Bandicoot and Gran Turismo. You know, a couple other things, so y'all can check it out. Anyway, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. It's your boy Hard 8. I'm gone. Deuces.
Hey! Hey! New shoes on the Range Rover, good with mine. Yeah, motherfuckers act like I